What is Star Wars Galaxies?
The game Star Wars Galaxies was released in June 2003, offering a multitude of possibilities for players. Evolving in a Star Wars environment, it is a complex sandbox. The professions are interdependent on each other. After having known a great success and different mutations, the game closed its servers in 2011. A few years later, a few servers emerged, taking up the basis of the game, but with variations of the different forms that it could take during its evolution.
Why restoration?
I like to call Resto a post-combat upgrade server. I would describe it as a server that answers the question, what if the NGE profession and combat system never happened, and SOE continued developing and balancing the CU? Resto is the perfect blend of the classic 33 profession system we know and love, mixed with most of the content that the new game enhancements introduced, including collections and heroics.
What are my first steps?
You will first create your character with a multitude of customization parameters and playable races. Then, after taking your first steps in the tutorial, you will land in Mos Eisley. You can start by exploring the city, the cantina, the starport, the bank, and next to the theater is an NPC named Gendra. He will be able to answer basic questions and initiate beginner quests. There is a legacy quest that will make you travel across the galaxy if you want to follow it. There are other ways to evolve. You can start by going to the cantina, start listening to or watching an entertainer by clicking on them and scrolling down the radial menu. During the show, there is a countdown. When the max duration is reached, you can ask the artist for an experience buff to start. You can then go to the starport. There are often doctors who can further improve your combat stats. These doctors are most of the time AFK, but they can still provide a buff. Then you're ready for the fight.
Which places are busy?
Mos Eisley is the most populated city. It's the nerve center of the server. Then players disperse through different contents. There are some who are simply in their cities, others who do quests. Some are grouped to do missions together. Others float in space.
How do I increase my combat level, earn experience, and train skills?
Each time you learn a new skill, you gain combat levels, and this can go up to 80. You can gain experience by fighting or crafting or dancing, depending on your profession, but you can also gain some when you validate a quest. At this time, you must have the weapon equipped in your hands in order to validate the experience for this weapon. You can then learn new skills by unlocking boxes from trainers or players. Novice skills require a trainer.
What are your tips to get some income?
There are many ways to do this. Here are a few. The Legacy quest allows you to accumulate a few millions by following quests, gaining XP, and discovering the world. You can also join a spin group. Some go into space to loot ships and resell parts to the chassis dealer. If you're an entertainer, you can buff other players who will pay you in exchange. If you are a crafter, you will have to develop your expertise and break through the market.
What is a spin group?
A spin group is an XP or credit group that forms spontaneously. Historically, they were formed in Tox City on Tatooine, or New Perdition, formerly Avalon, on Corellia. There were also some for a few months in Tortuga, on Dantooine. They can nevertheless be created anywhere. But these places being improved job market offer better income. Their geographical location also allows them to have all the missions grouped together, or a clear area. You can type LFG to make looking for group appear above your head. Also, you can browse the Galaxy channel in the game, or LFG on Discord. If there is nothing in progress, simply leave a message to let people know that you are looking for partners. The more players, up to 8, who join the group, the more creatures there will be to kill. This will also increase an XP bonus. You have to take 2 missions in the direction that the group will indicate to you. This technique generally allows you to increase your expertise very quickly.
How to wear appearance items?
If you want to wear a specific armor or costume, simply for the appearance, it is possible. Just click on the item when it is not yet equipped and select Appearance. Crafters can sew invisible clothes that will occupy the slots, but will not be seen if you wish.
How does armor work?
There are 3 types of armor: reconnaissance, battle, and Assault, and then a last armor, Innate Armor, for Terras Kasi and Jedi. Armors are intended to mitigate damage received. On Restoration, it is mainly kinetic and energy. These armors generally have free sockets, in which you place attachments to improve your stats. If you wear armor and you do not yet have the necessary qualification in your profession, see the skill tree, you will get Armor Hindrance.
How to improve graphics?
It is possible to download Reshade and significantly improve the graphics in a very short time. Once installed, there are already presets. But if you want to tinker yourself, I invite you to modify the anti-aliasing first.
Where can I sell and buy things off other players?
At the bank, the red terminal is a bazaar, and it allows you to view two markets. The first is the bazaar network of the Galaxies banks. The items for sale are available in major cities not owned by players. The second is the Galaxies merchant network. The items for sale are found in player homes. There are generally many more items listed.
What items are junk and which do I keep?
When looting enemies, you sometimes find weapons, armor, or other items. Those where it says can be sold to a junk dealer can also be sold for more to players who need them in their crafts, usually between 1,000 and 1,500 credits per unit. If some items, excluding jewelry, have stats higher than 21, 22, or 23, you can get 5, 10, or 15k for them. Jewelry can sometimes be sold for more.
How many character I can play?
You can play 2 characters. A quest allows you to unlock a third. Unlocking a Jedi allows you to play a 4th character. And simultaneously, 2 characters can be active at the same time.
I want to become a Jedi. Where can I find more information on this?
Ha ha ha! That's a good one. The Jedi were exterminated after the application of Order 66. They were purged from the galaxy. It's an old legend. Well, all I've heard is probably rumors, but you should take a look using the check command.
I'm max level and want to start gearing up. What are my first steps?
Now it's time to equip yourself with a complete armor and insert attachments to have better stats. The maximum will be plus 35 in 3 stats per piece of armor, as well as a shield. Be careful though, the chest plate can have an exotic attachment with 3 special stats. For example, increasing combat speed for a weapon, or accuracy, healing potency, etc. The weapon can also have an exotic attachment. The third possibility is the t-shirt. You will then need to equip yourself with jewelry with 3 to 4 stats. Some are accessible in instances, or from the faction recruiter at a certain rank.
How is the server maintained?
The server is maintained and updated by a team of volunteer developers. Updates and improvements can be made by the ideas of senators and players. The whole thing is based on the community ecosystem. Maintenance costs are paid through donations. It is important to cover them each month at 100% or more to ensure the proper functioning of the server. The community is counting on you.